Discussions over climate change linked to global warming have been ongoing for years. This article looks at what global warming means and why it remains among the world's most pressing challenges. Remaining carbon budget and climate tipping points. The remaining carbon budget marks the slim allowance of carbon humanity can still emit before crossing critical temperature limits. Since the Industrial Revolution, the use of fossil fuels has sharply increased atmospheric carbon levels. As of 2025, some studies warn that the remaining budget to keep the Paris Agreement's 1.5 degrees Celsius target could be exhausted within about 3 years. Although the exact numbers differ depending on calculation methods, we don't have much time left. If we continue consuming resources recklessly, we cannot sustain a stable climate. The remaining budget is seen as humanity's last warning. Meanwhile, the climate tipping point refers to the moment when the Earth's climate system passes a critical threshold, triggering irreversible changes. For example, when Arctic ice melts or permafrost thaws, it speeds up global warming in a self-reinforcing loop. Some scientists warn we are already approaching this tipping point. That's why delaying it and reducing harm through early action is vital. Full recovery may be unlikely, but preparation is still possible. Climate skepticism and climate response. Some argue the climate has always changed. While it may not be entirely wrong, this statement is often used amid debates over cost burdens, regulatory fairness, and development rights. Developed countries have already emitted large amounts of carbon and are now transitioning to low-carbon systems, while developing countries are still pursuing growth. Hence the question, why should we face restrictions when we haven't fully developed yet? Many developing countries view climate accords as frameworks shaped by developed countries and interpret environmental regulations as tools that hinder their growth. Therefore, instead of taking sides, we must seek a balance between scientific evidence, policy fairness, and responsibility toward future generations. Recent climate research goes beyond issuing warnings, highlighting concrete actions needed now. In 2022, the international community launched the Loss and Damage Fund. Faced with this growing crisis, the message is clear: act, prepare, and share responsibility together.